Welcome to your infrequent Zherka update. We're going through the Twitter timeline to make sure the guy is, we have a chart just going through the fall off, and we're trying to make sure that we're not getting anything wrong here. So we're just going to be like historiographers trying to make sure what's going on is actually sound. So let's go ahead and get right into the timeline. Now, this is more so like laced coke with fentanyl. I don't know what he's cooking up here. I think his mind has been officially lobotomized and fried. He tweets out on February 6th, some lady just approached me in the parking lot to tell me that I am beautiful. Then showed me a picture of her son and said I look like him. Not sure what the next move is, but I'm definitely cooking something up. What could possibly be the takeaway with this tweet? I mean, okay, so some old lady says that you look like her son and that you're good looking because you look like the son, and you're cooking up what? Some incest thing? I don't know. Here he posts a meme of Italy, Germany, Japan, heart emoji again. So he's like some 14-year-old metrosexual that's like, oh my god, the Axis powers are so cool. The tripartite treaty was the craziest thing ever. I mean, he's posting these Hoi 4 memes as if they're still relevant. I mean, I don't even know what to say. College dropout. What is the reference here? Am I supposed to get something? Is this supposed to be some Scientology building? What is the point? All right, now this is kind of interesting if you know the history of what was happening. So, first of all, Sean Strickland was in the news maybe like 10 days ago because he beat the absolute living dog crap out of Sneeko. And, Sneeko has been taking a ton of L's for the last 2 years straight. I mean, he's basically like the Philadelphia Eagles of L's, okay? Anyway, when it comes to Sean Strickland, Zherka posts some effort post trying to bait his attention off of a Twitch thing he was at years ago. But anyway, he says this, which is just oxymoronic. Sneeko has the best content right now, W. Okay, first of all, not true. If you were following anything at all on the internet, you know that Sneeko was ghosted by the guy who runs Rumble, even though he's the biggest Rumble streamer out right now. And not only that, but he was put into the nosebleeds in a Rumble event. Okay, here's the other thing as well. Sneeko also got dissed by Kai Cenat in I Stop Speeding or whatever. Anyway, I Show Speed ghosted Sneeko, which is super emasculating. To say that Sneeko has had the best content is like saying that the guy who gets rejected the most has the best riz. It literally does not make sense. Now, this is just redonkulous. Shadow warping around Tucker's suit. Told you it was a green screen. Oh my god. Yeah, no, the Tucker interview was a complete CIA hoax. What, like the fucking moon landing? It's insane. No, this is somewhat funny. Being a fan means that you're a loser. Let's be real now. Okay, he recently just posted, if you were 30 seconds behind on the video, you'll know that I pointed out the fact that he was saying that Sneeko is the best content. Well, what does that mean? It means that he was not a part of the content. It meant that he was a fan or maybe a friend at best in the nosebleeds watching Sneeko take L after L after L, getting ghosted, getting his ass beat, and a lot of other stuff in the same midst and realm. So he says if you're a fan of a sports team, you're a loser. Meanwhile, he's a fan of Sneeko, who is a loser by streamer standards. So then again, there it is. A guy who's pushing 30 says, I am so horny that I am fucking shaking. Crying emoji. No fap continues. Again, you are 10 years older than me. Now, this post is a little debatable. He says that Bobby Althoff, or whatever her name is, the Drake plant, 1 out of 10, no joke. What do you guys think? I'd say she's like a 6. Then again, this is a bad picture. She looks like a phantasm. She looks like a ghost here. Ever since I promised my fan base no more pedo jokes in 2024, I've lost the will to laugh or even be social, says Zherka. Well, I mean, if that's the only thing you can ever come up with, then I think you're kind of lacking in wit or anything even approximating something right there. I've skipped this same post 5 different times. I mean, it's an ungodly amount of Jill posts, which is his ex-girlfriend from like 2 years ago. You cannot avoid this chick in your timeline. And I get it. She was a hot brunette. She looks like a Vlav Loon, the Destiny Orbiter. Were basically made into a Barbie. I get it, but still, Jesus Christ, man, you're clogging up the timeline, dog. Now he's saying, I used to manipulate them to give me a place to stay. So learn how to manipulate women at the ZherkaOfficial.com. If you see here, he's a grown man posting dog filter videos. So learn how to live off the couch of some like 6 out of 10 from a club in Toronto circa 2018. Okay, thank you very much. And he'll correct me and say, "Oh no, it's actually this obscure city in a place in Canada you don't know about, you motherfucker." Okay, great, thank you. Greatest game ever made. Now, raise your hand if you're too young to know what the hell he's talking about. Is this a Pokemon? What Pokemon? We don't know. That's your Zherka update. You look at his following. That's 131,000 followers. Keep in mind that John Zherka, when I started the series months ago, by the way, he was at about, I think in November around Thanksgiving, he was at about 125,000 followers. He's grown maybe 5% in like 4 months, folks. It is not going to cut it, okay? I mean, these are really below rookie numbers. It's called stagnation. It's called, it's like preemptive balding, okay? You're growing some hairs, but they're falling out quicker than you think. And so the point is that John Zherka is on the way down. Let's check out his kick channel to see what's going on. All right, so let's check on what Big Bro is doing, so to speak. All right, so he has the same copy and pasted title, which I think is a glitch with Kick. So that tells you how well they're running the site, by the way. But it's called DataIQ 2.0 is live, TTS enabled for $5. Now, if you're a famous streamer, are you going to allow any random comment for $5 per super chat? I probably wouldn't, but anyway, I'm not there yet. When it comes to these streams, again, this is going back a whole month, and he's got maybe 8 streams. How does that even make sense for one? He's got 7. All right, let's look at the titles. Reacting to Putin versus Tucker. Wow, riveting content. Finding a Valentine on Monkey. Again, so he spent Valentine's Day as a 6'5", good-looking guy in his 20s on Monkey, on the dollar store version, the blacker, the berry version of Omegle. Is that really what I would want to be doing in 10 years? The answer is going to be a resounding and resolute no, actually. And when it comes to this other video, reacting to Prime's arrest, again, not the best idea. Why? Because nobody cares. You won against some nobody black guy in an in Raw stream months ago, right before you fell off because of HS Tiki Talkie hitting you your own ass as if it were a Nicki Minaj BBL talked to her. And it's somewhat of an ironic thing to say. So upon checking the social media of John Zherka, you can easily tell that the guy is overall not doing so well. I mean, he's progressively doing worse. If it's not actively taking his career, it's more of a time removed from being on top sort of phenomena, which makes it all the more difficult to get back into the spotlight. And so that's an unfortunate thing. Even before, when he was still relevant somewhat, before he got his ass beat in Florida, he would at least say like, "Oh, I'm a pedophile and it's funny." Now, I mean, Keemstar's not even covering it, so he's down bad more than usual, and that's too bad. And I mean, he's clogged up in his Freemasonry and all that, and it's not going to work. So, anyways, it's looking really tough for Zherka. What can I say? I let him go 2 weeks with no coverage, and he has produced no good content. There you go, folks. That's your Zherka recap, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Adios.